Hey guys, in this video we're gonna be checking out the top 10 best bounce houses that are available on the market for their true quality. I made this list based in my personal opinion and hours of research and have listed them based on popularity, quality, price, durability, user opinions and more. If you want to see more information in the updated price, you can check out the description below and also make sure subscribe for more reviews. Okay, so let's get started with the video. Starting at number 10, we have the Blast Zone Magic Castle. First up in our selection of the best bounce houses, and our overall favorite comes from Blast Zone in the form of this compact inflatable castle, delivering a deceptively spacious playing environment for your little ones. As with all the best inflatables, you get the blower you need bundled, so you won't need to worry about inflation or deflation. You'll have this thing full of air in minutes, too, so you won't have kids impatiently nagging you. The deflated size of this castle is comparable to a rolled-up sleeping bag, so you won't need to worry about storage. You should always keep your inflatables clean to prevent mold and mildew from growing, and you should always store them away from direct sunlight, either in a bag or box. Stitching is robust and well reinforced, so you won't find air escaping from the seams, and you shouldn't have any issues with lifespan either. The bounce house is designed to accommodate up to 3 kids at one time, with a total maximum weight limit of 100 pounds. For large parties of children, this is not the bouncy castle for you. For keeping your own Tikes entertained all summer, though, you won't find a better inflatable. Moving on, at number 9, we have the Little Tikes Jump and Slide Bouncer. Choose from one of 2 configurations depending on whether or not you want a trampoline. This is the base model and it comes without the trampoline included. The rugged nylon build gives you an inflatable that's capable of lasting more than a single season, so while this inflatable is not exactly cheap, it should deliver excellent value over time. The overall weight capacity is generous at 250 pounds. The suggested maximum number of kids at any one time is just 3, so make sure this fits with your needs before committing to purchase. Many people blunder in expecting these inflatables to accommodate large groups of kids and end up disappointed. A 12 by 9 feet jumping area provides your little ones with enough space to frolic in safety. The high mesh walls will keep them safe, while also allowing you to keep your eye on proceedings. Almost all user reviews of this bounce house are positive. The few complaints we found centered on issues developing with the blower over time, but these gripes are in the minority. Accessories are limited, but you'll get some stakes to lash the bounce house into place, and you'll also get a handy storage bag, so what are you waiting for? At number 8, we have the Little Tikes Jump and Slide Bouncer with Canopy. Little Tikes is a highly reputable brand in the inflatable bounce house space, so what do you get for your money here? Designed for kids aged 3 to 8, the maximum overall weight capacity is 250 pounds, so make sure this meshes with your needs. If you have little ones playing out in the sun, you'll appreciate the need to keep them protected from the sun's fierce UV rays. The protective canopy in place here ensures the sun doesn't burn you tots as they burn off energy in the bounce castle. Mesh storage pockets on the sides come in very handy for keeping your yard free of accessories or toys. The rugged blower is designed to keep going all day long. We found some complaints from consumers concerning air escaping from this bounce house, especially under heavy load. Make sure you always comply with the suggested weight limits, and always monitor your kids to make sure they are not getting too excitable as they play. Made from puncture-resistant materials throughout, this hard-wearing inflatable should provide your little ones with countless hours of fun at a pretty reasonable price point. What's not to love? At number 7, we have the Blast Zone Big OL Bouncer. Blast Zone has a great bounce house in the form of the Big OL Bouncer, so how does this model differentiate itself in a crowded field? Firstly, this inflatable allows up to 6 kids to play inside at one time, placing it above most of the other options on our shortlist, typically limited to 3 toddlers. Maximum recommended user weight is 100 pounds, with a maximum gross weight of 600 pounds suggested. You get the continuous flow blower you need included, and inflating this large bounce house should take 5 minutes or so, a small price to pay for such an entertainment center. The robust vinyl used should last the distance even if your children end up giving this bounce house some pretty rough treatment. X-weave is combined with commercial-grade vinyl, more than a match for most reasonable use at home. Warranty coverage is comprehensive, and you'll benefit from US-based customer care, ideal if you run into any snags with this bounce house. Your kids can bounce to their heart's content inside this thing thanks to the protective netting. Stitching is firmly reinforced throughout, so you shouldn't find any wear and tear developing prematurely. Overall, this is one of the most durable, effective, and versatile bounce houses out there, so why not give it a try if you need to cater for larger groups of kids in the backyard? At number 6, we have the Bounceland Royal Palace. Bounceland makes some hard-hitting inflatable bounce houses that are also pretty keenly priced. If you're looking to grab yourself a last-minute bargain this summer, read on. The maximum cumulative weight limit is 500 pounds with this inflatable. The manufacturer suggests a maximum individual user weight of 100 pounds, so you'll have room for 5 Tikes to run wild without giving you any safety headaches. There's a removable sunshade to keep your tots safeguarded against the sun's rays if required. Remove the roof when you want some al fresco fun. The lengthy slide is ideal once your kids get their confidence up, but it's not so steep and high as to present a potential hazard. The blower you need for inflation is included, and this comes with a lengthy 25-foot power cord, giving you plenty of maneuverability. While the bulk of user feedback concerning this bounce house is positive, we found some scattered complaints concerning the fragility of the entrance. Make sure your kids are not too rough getting in and out of this thing, and you should have no cause for concern, though. You get a short 90-day warranty against manufacturing defects, and the blower is backed for 1 year. Buy with complete confidence and get a great bounce house from a highly reputable brand. At number 5, we have the Little Tikes Rocky Mountain Bouncer. Little Tikes has another great bounce house up for grabs here with this Rocky Mountain Bouncer. The first thing you should be aware of is that this isn't the largest inflatable out there. The picture in the product listing makes it look enormous, showing 5 kids and an adult. The maximum suggested number of kids is 4, though, and the total overall weight capacity 350 pounds. So, while you'll still get plenty of room, take a step back and don't be seduced by the marketing hype. Your kids will relish clambering up to the top and then slithering down one of the shallow slides on either side. Baked in is a surprise dump bucket for sluicing water over unsuspecting kids as they play. The central wall of this inflatable is a climbing exercise to keep your kids challenged as they romp around in the sun. Build quality is pretty robust, seams are all well reinforced, and you should get plenty of faithful service from this thing. At number 4, we have the Bounceland Bounce House. Does this Bounceland inflatable deliver as promised, or is it a damp squib? Well, you'll need to dig fairly deep, so if you're shopping for the best budget bounce house, this is not your best bet. If, on the other hand, you're shopping with durability uppermost, this is one of the finest options you have. Made from a tough, commercially rated vinyl, you'll have an inflatable capable of standing up to plenty of punishment. The maximum weight capacity of 250 pounds should give you reasonable leeway for a few kids to play at once, ideal for larger families or any time your tots have playmates over. You'll have the bounce house filled with air in as little as 2 minutes, making this among the most user-friendly models on our shortlist. There is plenty of space inside the inflatable for your little ones to bounce and play. There is also a slide at the front of the inflatable. You get all the ground stakes you need to keep this bounce house securely anchored, and you'll also get the blower you need for inflation. Aside from the stiff price tag, this is among the finest examples you'll find in a market segment unfortunately filled with many subpar products. At number 3, we have the Action Air Bounce House. The Action Air Bounce House is a great and user-friendly inflatable. Constructed from a heavy-grade and durable vinyl, you won't need to worry about this bounce house giving up the ghost before the first season is out. Approved and equipped with kid-friendly certification, what do you get for your money here? The jumping area is strongly reinforced and the stitching is also strengthened throughout, a notorious weak spot on some of the poorer quality bounce houses you may encounter when buying blind. There are 3 safety nets in place, giving you complete peace of mind. The basketball hoop is ideal for giving little ones the chance to practice their throwing skills. Don't panic if you notice air escaping from the seams. The nature of the blower constantly delivering air means some needs to escape to prevent overinflation. Most user reviews we found for this bounce house are predominantly positive. The complaints we found concern quality control rather than the product itself, so check the contents of your delivery closely. At number 2, we have the Intex Jumbo Lena Inflatable Bouncer. As we push on through our collection of the best bounce houses on the market, here comes an inflatable bouncer from Intex, the pool specialist. As you would fully expect from such an industry heavyweight, this bouncer is designed to give you plenty of faithful service, even if it's not the largest model we review. We appreciate not everyone has the space or the need for a sprawling construction in the backyard, so this dinky inflatable delivers all the fun without the monstrous footprint. Intended for a maximum of 2 kids and with a maximum weight limit of just 120 pounds, this is one of the more limited inflatables on our shortlist, so give it a swerve unless you have just a couple of kids looking for some fun. If you have more ambitious requirements, there are plenty of more substantial bounce houses on our shortlist today. The soft finish is gentle on tiny feet and hands. The walls of the bouncer are high and supportive, so your little ones can run riot without you needing to remain on constant alert. You should, of course, supervise toddlers when they're using equipment like this. You should follow all normal precautions before unleashing kids on the inflatable. Make sure they remove shoes, belts, jewelry, and watches before clambering aboard. Themed like a castle, you'll give your kids' imaginations the chance to wander as they play make-believe while you relax with a good book. Made from non-toxic materials throughout, your kids can crawl through the door and play all day long without any niggling safety concerns. As long as you're happy with the relatively limited capacity, you'll struggle to find a better bounce house. And finally at number 1, we have the BOUNTECH Inflatable Water Slide. BOUNTECH serves up an outstanding inflatable and one of the best bounce houses you'll find, and it isn't especially expensive. Read on to see what you get for your money here. We'll kick off by telling you what you don't get. A blower. This is fairly tedious omission, since using a blower with these inflatables is not optional. You can buy a model that comes with a 735-watt blower bundled, but this is significantly more expensive, and we can't really recommend it on the grounds of the price alone. If, however, you already have a suitable blower in place, you'll get a comprehensive play center sure to delight any kids who come to the house. A water cannon introduces a superb element of fun, while the climbing wall is invaluable for safely stretching your kiddies as they work on their motor skills. Safety nets at the back of the construction give you some extra peace of mind and your kids all the support they need. A lengthy slide completes a winning package at a very keen price point. Setting aside the blower issue, this is a great bounce house that's well worth popping on your shortlist. Thanks you for watching guys, I hope you liked this video. If this video is helpful to you, please make sure like, comment and subscribe. If you have any question related to this product you can leave a comment down below. I will get back to you as soon as possible.